Hey, my name is Patrick Driscoll. I run a agency that does about $150,000 a month, and almost every day I post learnings and trainings and document what I'm doing to grow my business. I fell off the bandwagon, haven't posted in a few days. We had an amazing team retreat up in Oklahoma, and I want to get back posting here. A lot of good developments, a lot of big improvements. We closed a couple deals this week. We're gearing up to have a very solid August, and one thing I've been really thinking about is the fact that the difficulties really never stop in entrepreneurship. And there's a saying that what got you here is not going to get you, where you need to go. Obviously, when you start a business, you have these goals and you think maybe, once I get to 10K, 50K, 100K a month, things will be easier, right? Things only get harder. It will never get easier. Now the hard is different, right? When trying to make 5K, 10K a month, it's, trying to pay your bills and you think that's hard. When we're talking about real hard, we're talking about building a company that does $500 million a month. You have to think, what are the things that I need to do, the things that I need to improve on to get to that level, right? And so what got you to 10K, what got you to 20K, what got you to 50K, what got you to 100K is not what's going to get you to 300, 500, $1 million a month. And so that's one thing I've been really, really thinking about, right? So this week we've been doing a lot of things and a lot of optimizations, and we're building all these systems and stuff like that. And I'm realizing how much of my time is spent on monotonous BS. Monotonous in the sense that I could probably create systems and automations, get it off my plate, and then get back into a more high leverage position. So what I've been doing this week is building out a bunch of processes and SOPs to kind of there's so much stuff in my head that I do on a regular basis that I'm realizing is wasting so much time. And so for me to be able to operate at $300,000 a month, $1 million a month, whatever it might be, I need to make sure my time is in the most high leverage spots, most high leverage positions. And so that's really the big thing I'm thinking about is okay, what skills or where do I need to be dedicating my time to get to that next milestone? Because, it's not going to be, it almost seems like, the same way that you get to 100K, you can get to 200K. What we found is we've been hovering around this 150K mark. We're trying to smash through is there's clearly there's clearly some foundational things that need to be sorted out before there's that next breakthrough. And that's what happens every single time I look at my business. I look at it. It's always like a, slow climb, spike, and then kind of stables out, plateaus. So I was like, okay, we got to figure our stuff out for a few months and spike. And ideally, you want just a steady growth, like hockey stick growth. But the reality, especially with my business specifically, is it grows to the level of its constraints. And I'm realizing that, yes, sales is a constraint. Yes, marketing is a constraint. And a lot of that falls on my shoulders. So how can I free up my time? How can I do more things, get more leverage to grow a company to $200,000, $300,000 a month, right? Because, to get to 10K a month, a founder and entrepreneur can be just sending DMs all day and trying to book meetings. And then to get to 100K a month, you need to be doing so much more volume that's when you start to do ads and content and all this different stuff. And so I'm realizing that there's so many foundational things that are hindering us from growing, that those need to be sorted out first so I can get to that next level. So the reason why and kind of lesson in all of this is that one, it never gets easier. It gets more difficult, but there's different types of hard, right? You have the financial stress hard, but then you have team management and systems and sales and training and those hard things that are they're more, I would say not academically hard, but they're more skill set hard. You need to improve your skills to an elite level. And that hard is through reps, action, testing, iteration. That takes a lot of energy and you're trying things and things aren't working out. And it's just a different type of hard. And then obviously the stakes are much higher when you're at a bigger level. So obviously you're taking bigger risks. You're starting to invest more into marketing. You're starting to hire people. You have this new big payroll. Right? The big payroll, that's, pretty much a fixed cost for the most part. That's stress. That's hard. And so you need to obviously tackle that. So what got you here will not get you where you need to go. One thing I always recommend is to start thinking about what's that 2.0, 3.0 version of yourself. What is the type of person that's, 10 steps ahead of you? How does he operate? What does his business look like? What does his day-to-day look like? What does he focus on time-wise? because then you can start working backwards and saying like, okay, he probably is only doing these 3 things. And right now I have this list of all this BS that I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. So I need to train, I need to hire people, I need to automate, I need to leverage AI to get that off my plate so I can get back into this high leverage position. And that's literally all it is. It's literally doing stuff, automating, focusing on the high level. It's just like that constant battle of trying to get yourself into the best possible spot to get the most results. So tonight I'm going to Nashville. Abby, my wife, has a business event out there. I'm actually going to be linking up with some people in the Nashville area, be working the whole time because she'll be at her event and I'll just be working at coffee shops and stuff. And I'll still be uploading these videos. So what got you here is not what's going to get you there. Figure out a way to improve. Entrepreneurship is the ultimate form of self-improvement. And that is the message of today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one.